thing.
They mad when black men is going out and dating these other races. They lead them with their femininity. I tell you that.
But here's the thing. Black men expect black women to bring everything to the table, and that is not asked from other ethnicities.
No, we don't. We do not.
Black men expect black women to bring everything to the table?
But when it comes to other ethnicities, that's not the same.
It's not even that they expect us to bring everything to the table.
If you acting like a man, what do men do?
No, it's
bring
not
everything
that.
to the table. So if you want to act like that, so what you got to bring to the table, right?
Great point.
But I feel like, okay, so I'm
going
going
to
to
say yes women. That's all it is.
We said we want you guys to be strong.
The black men want the yes women.
We even want you to have some.
And this is why there's such a disconnect, because
when I just said to her, you go out for the straight to yes. Here she go. They just want yes women now. We don't want alpha, so we just want yes women.
There's no compromise.
There's no. All right, cool.
And y'all want us to say yes, because by us saying no.
So
I think the solution is show up for each other. Show up for each other, and then you'll see that someone can start.
If you lead with your femininity, you will get men that's showing up for you.
But now, that's the thing.
Are you a woman? How you know?
I'm a fucking. Hold on. Yo, I know because what I'm attracted to is feminine women, and I'm a man that's gonna show up for a woman. So I know what I'm looking for. That's why I'm telling you. If you act like that, that's what you're gonna get.
And not only do we have. The only ethnic group that also have been preaching for the last 20 to 30 years how much they're strong and independent and don't need a man. So now that y'all want to parade how much y'all don't need a man, those men are going to go and find women that not need them but want to be around them. Alright, welcome back to another episode of Dailyrapupcrew. No booker, but I go by the name of Eli. As always, we got Ace with us.
It's your boy Ace. You already know, about to be more vocal than Big Bro before the show, we heard.
Damn, shots at Big Bro.
That's not a shot, that's a shout out. You know what I mean? Shout out Big Bro. You know what I mean?
Last but not least, we got Jew.
What it do? It's your boy Jew. I'm here with my crew. Happy house, happy spouse, cop the merch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm surprised it wasn't Cop the Merch 2 or something like that.
Cop the merch.
See, I was trying to finish the bar for me. Last but not least, we got some special guests in the building. Ladies, let them know where they can follow you at.
My name is Nzinga Ramirez, and my Instagram is Nzinga Ramirez.
Yeah, we gonna put that in the description. You know, niggas ain't gonna spell that right.
My name is Karaya. My Instagram is Mrs. Hernandez 19.
Hi, my name is Simone. You can follow me at Simone Raquel _ or my event page, The Mix NJ.
Okay. Yo, before we start the show, make sure y'all like and subscribe, man, because we need all the support we can get. YouTube, you know what I mean? They be hating on us. I ain't gonna hold you, man. So we need y'all to support us. Make sure y'all like and subscribe for new content.
Repost and share as well, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Tell your friends, man.
So, first topic is there a rise in sassy behavior in men? Because I hear women use this sassy. I don't know where this word came out of. It came out of the blue, but y'all always want to refer to men as sassy. What is this sassy behavior about?
Ciao.
Oh, when I hear the giggles, it just gives me
yes, 1000% yes.
What's sassy about the men nowadays?
Cause as a man, why do you have a worse attitude than I do?
Period.
A what?
A worse attitude than I do, and I'm a Pisces, so I have a really bad attitude.
The horoscope theory shit.
Zodiac.
Wow. But it's valid.
So is he coming out of nowhere with this attitude, or is he being provoked to have an attitude?
They just be catching feelings over everything. No one got time for that.
Okay.
It's very sensitive. It's giving very sensitive.
So if it's annoying to y'all, how do you think men feel when we receiving it? Like,
but as a man, you shouldn't have an attitude. Like women.
So we should just accept it because y'all should have an attitude.
No, it's like you know that women are gonna have like attitudes. It comes with the pack.
It's an unfortunate double standard.
It's just like our it's just how it is. It's how like our chemical makeup. Like we have attitudes. It's a hormonal thing. But like
for y'all.
No, the sassy man agenda is definitely on the rise, though. Like, for sure.
It's an agenda.
I think, what if they just teaching y'all a lesson? Like, this is how we feel when y'all like that. So, how y'all feel about this? No?
It's not giving that,
It's not giving lesson.
It's not giving lesson?
No.
Why not?
It's giving Sassy Men Apocalypse.
Yo, but I heard when we was on the live last night, Shorty went from bitch ass niggas to sassy. I think it's just a cover up for bitch ass nigga. Like they call you a bitch ass nigga on the low.
No, I think being a sassy nigga is way worse than being a bitch ass nigga.
For real?
For sure.
I think I feel worse if somebody call me a bitch ass nigga.
Nah,
I'm not accepting either, but I want to know what it can't just be an attitude because what I'm hearing is that men don't have the right to be upset about anything a woman does.
Wrong.
You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all basically explained.
It's giving attitude. It's giving petty. It's giving immature. It's just like a bunch of stuff. It's just sassy. Like, just stop. Like,
Yes.
So how should we act? What would make us unsassy?
on the sass.
Logic. I feel like for women, it's like, you know that women are more driven by emotion than logic sometimes. Sometimes. I'm not saying all across the board.
Logic, no. Emotion, yes. Logic,
No, that's what I said.
No,
women are more driven by emotion than logic.
Oh,
For
than
men,
logic. Okay,
yeah.
I said and
No.
logic.
For men, it's opposite. Men are supposed to be more logical, more strategic, more.
Which is why I said this
solution-
might be a lesson.
No, but it's
Yeah,
not
nah,
giving
yeah, I don't
lesson.
know about no
It's
lesson.
not giving lesson. It's that men have just turned a new leaf, and
I think it's very contradictory because women have expressed that they want men to embrace their emotions and this, that. And then when men are starting to do it, now it becomes sassy behavior and you're acting this way and that. So, but when men are stoic and don't show emotions, then they become emotionally unavailable. So it's kind of like, damn, we damned if we do, damned if we don't.
Look, I feel like I have a different look on the sassy. Like, I feel like from things that I have seen, like with my friends and stuff, they've dealt with niggas where it's just like, oh, what could you do for me? I feel like that's like sassy.
The nigga said,
like,
what can you do for me?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's
and that's
legitimate-
sassy?
Yeah,
That's not
I
sassy.
think so, because he'll be like, oh, why should I buy you something? What are you buying?
sounds
Like
reasonable.
That's fair.
no, I don't know.
So because of this fear, it's
No, because she would do stuff for him, but I feel like he wanted more. And I feel like I've never seen a guy compare. Like, I don't know, go be with a man then if you feel like you doing so much.
so I gotta be
That's
with a
sass.
man
Yeah, I feel like
because
that.
because I want
no,
more
because why
from my
are you
woman.
comparing what you could do for her?
Because men are
Obviously, you could do more.
Is he comparing what he could do,
Why is that a
or was he
problem?
doing more? Is he doing more?
Yeah, but don't most
Why is
men
that a
do?
problem?
no.
That's
no.
what.
I don't know.
Yo,
Okay, so
We shouldn't have to settle for less, and I think a lot of women are being.
Then don't be with me.
Oh, and that's why we about to cut you the fuck off because you
Deuces,
You know what I'm saying?
nigga,
You gotta understand that we want to. You guys talk about all this independent shit, right?
Y'all chase and
y-
pursue though, so why come after something like
Okay,
go be with what
and
you
if-
feel
and
like
if
meets
all
your.
you're offering is pussy, because that's what we're
Who
pursuing
said
in the
it's just
beginning.
pussy,
Look, that's what
though?
no, because that's what we're pursuing in the beginning,
pussy
right?
and socks.
You know what I'm saying? That's
and
all,
socks?
because after we get that, then we
Not
trying to see what else is on the table. What else are you offering me? And then when men are holding women accountable, oh, you're sassy. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, you need to do this. Or what are you giving me? Oh, you sassy.
So for me, my definition of like a nigga being sassy, it has nothing to do with the whole what do you bring to the table. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with being stoic versus being emotionally unavailable versus being like vocal about your emotions. It's when you cannot. It's the pettiness. It's really
Yes.
it's strictly pettiness. Like for me, I do appreciate when men are vocal about their emotions and like not nonchalant, and they actually like you can tell they can express what's going on with that. I do appreciate that, but it's the pettiness
Like
that
bitch fits.
yeah,
What's
it's
the-
the,
what's
it's
the-
the pettiness.
Give an
What I
example of
could
this
do.
pettiness that you're talking about.
So many.
I have so many. Yeah, like I have so
It shouldn't
many.
be hard then. I'm listening.
That Jeopardy bell.
Oh my gosh, no, like
Petty would be like if I don't text you for a day, then you don't go texting me for a day, and then like you want to text me like, oh, you can't respond. Like
yes,
what? What
perfect
you
example.
mean?
Yeah.
It's very much okay when you do it. It's a problem when I do it. What's the problem? Like I don't get it. Fuck
Even
them.
in the example you led
Fuck 'em.
with, you didn't do it first.
Listen,
Right? So in your example,
but don't why
So,
just
so
because
he's treating you the same way that you treat him, and that's being
that is
petty.
sassy.
Nah,
Okay, so
bro,
do
like,
that
nah,
is
I can't- I
sassy.
can't
Y'all
agree
don't
with
think
that.
y'all so have
That's
y'all
sassy.
ever had a moment of sassy nigga agenda-ness?
Listen. In my big age of 32, right? I'm all about reciprocation, right? So if
32.
if I'm hitting a shorty up, and then one morning maybe I'm busy, I don't hit you up, and now I look and see that you don't hit me up, there's no reciprocation there. I'm not interested no more, basically.
No.
Wow.
So I'm moving on. It got
Yeah.
nothing to do about sass. It's about me not wasting my time because a lot of women is out here wasting men's time, and the problem is
And a lot
y'all
of
think it's
men.
okay to waste a man's time, and then when he's upset about it, now he becomes sassy. Now
Okay,
he
no.
becomes,
Actually, it's really this. It's like it's really in the conversations. Like I'm sure we've all seen like Twitter threads of like the outlandish stuff that men say to women these days, and it's very sassy and very like, damn, bitch, like what's wrong with you?
What,
like,
feed me? Go make daddy
no,
a plate? I've seen
no,
those
no,
shits.
no,
Like,
no, like
not
not even
that.
stuff like that. Like just very like, I'm
You don't-
trying to think of specific
I'm like, you don't have no examples. Like, I don't know, man.
Okay, what's a good
example?
example?
Why you gotta think of a social media example if you're experiencing this though? Like I'm y'all
You never know
speaking
who's
like this.
watching. You never know who's
I think-
listening.
That's the thing.
Like,
You ain't gotta say no names.
but they're gonna know it's them. They're gonna be like, damn,
Well,
you talking about me on the podcast?
Right.
Like, now
So,
you put my
well,
business
now
out
he know.
there.
Now he know how you
Stop
feel about
acting
him. Now you know how you feel about him. Tell him. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think a lot of times women like to use, you know, these homophobic words to like kind of emasculate men. Cause y'all be the first ones to call a nigga gay for hanging out with his homeboys. Y'all be the first ones to say. So now it's another word, sassy. You know what I mean? When y'all got that. That's a homophobic like kind of slur almost. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't
Like,
even think it's to emasculate. I think it's to control. Like it's a.
nah, but it's a part of emasculating him because
Yeah.
you want to humiliate him.
But
You
it's
just
just-
want to compare him to feminine energy.
I feel what you're saying, but I think it's
That's
just
just
at the end of the day to control them. Like they're using it to like get them to do what they want them to do. Basically,
women voice is their power. You get what I'm saying? You women are not physically stronger than men. They can't beat us up most time. Most women could probably beat us up. But most times they use their voice to get under a nigga's skin. That's how they get reactions out of men. So them saying sassy rather than saying, oh, I don't like what you're doing, or communicating with better words or whatever the case may be, is how you get a reaction
They
out
know
of
they
it.
gonna react to that more. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
But
They
like
use that to
sometimes
control
men
them.
really do have an attitude problem. Like
Yes.
that's a real thing. Like
That's a human
human
thing.
thing.
Like, you know,
Yes,
like,
yes,
women are the
yes.
only ones allowed to have attitude. Like,
right. But sometimes it's like they take it too far. It's like I get the whole we're in the whole matching energy, but like I don't think women are using the word sassy to emasculate men or anything like that. Like for me personally, like I'm not gonna call like the dude that I'm messing with or talking to gay because he wants to chill with his homeboys. Like I just don't do that personally. So if I'm saying like, oh, this is like you're being like, if I'm saying like, oh, he's being sassy, it's not to emasculate him. It's because he's being sassy. It's like
Yeah.
that. It's
It's
really.
not to
It's,
But y'all use things like him having an attitude as sassy. Anything that y'all disagree with automatically
No.
becomes sassy.
There's a way to go
behavior.
about it.
it's
There's
like-
a way to go
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, and the only way y'all seem to respect it is when we fucking ignore y'all.
But y'all don't even have
Not
no
me.
legit examples. That's like, oh yeah.
I'm really
you know
trying
what I
to
mean?
think
Y'all
of
don't
one
have
without,
no
like-
legit
I
examples.
just heard that shit on Twitter.
Word,
and
like, oh, yeah, sassy. And then it's sassy.
I
never dealt with a sassy nigga, but I've seen some sassy
I have
shit.
personal experience with sassy niggas.
Women like to give like these like lame ass, you know, simple ass apologies. Like, okay, I shouldn't have did that, but rather than just like really holding themselves accountable and apologizing. So me saying like, yo, I don't think that was sincere enough. Oh, you sassy. You get what I'm saying? Like
That's
it's
not
just like
true.
you
No,
gotta
I was
you
gonna-
gotta really own in. And men are now starting to say, yo, I'm not settling, because most women just feel like they say, oh, I'm sorry, you got to get over it. Oh, it's all about pleasing me. Oh, we fucked. It's not, you're not happy. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's beyond that. Like,
So
men are
when I
not
suck that
settling.
nigga dick, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's like what?
That's
Like,
wild.
like,
Yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, I think we're using very extreme examples instead of like the day to day.
Well, I asked you for an example. I asked you for
all
one.
right. Let me tap in real quick.
Tap in.
We don't have the Jeopardy music in the back.
The OD. I can't wait to edit.
I'm not trying to think of one
I'm
without
not
being like.
Right, exactly. That's the thing. It's like I'm not trying to put no one.
You not calling no
Talk
names.
about your homegirl that told you about it.
Niggas
Yeah.
Niggas
So
don't know
I
about
think she
that.
used a great example though. I think like
That is sassy. That was a good example.
that was a really good
Have
example.
an
Like,
attitude.
all right,
With him not texting you?
No. We're not gonna like say him not text me. Like he texts me, but like, all right, so he didn't text for a day, and then I didn't text for a day. So then I'm like, all right, then you're gonna text me back like, oh, so you don't see my text? Great answer, a good talk, or something like. What? You're being sassy. Like, shut up. Like, you just did that. Relax. Like, it's
You
not that serious.
replied with disrespect. Clip.
I didn't even reply.
I mean,
It's still sitting there.
those words would have gotten you. Never
It's
got
still
no
sitting
reply back. It would have been sitting there.
So y'all never seen one of your homeboys being sassy?
We don't exhibit
No, and I
sassy.
want to know for men that you guys feel that is sassy, what can they do to make you feel like they're not sassy? Like how should a man handle
Communicate.
a situation? We're communicating. You don't like that. That's sassy.
No.
It sounds very much like he's communicating with you.
That is not
You
communication.
can't text me back. That's communication right there.
I think
you the one that didn't communicate because you ain't text him for 2 days.
Yeah.
No. He didn't
It's
text
still
me.
sitting there.
It's still sitting there.
I think
No.
I think the sassy agenda is when the communication is clearly petty, is clearly like you're trying to get under my skin. Like you're
Yes.
trying
Yes.
So,
it. Yes.
okay. So what I'm hearing
It's
is
intentional.
it's okay for women to get under men's
No,
skin.
it's
but
not
the minute
okay.
the man does it, now it's sassy.
It's
right?
not okay, but it's not okay, but
Maybe.
it's normal. Like it's normalized.
maybe that's what it
Who
is.
normalized that behavior? Like
Hold on. What'd you say?
I said no. Maybe that is what it is.
Thank
B
you.
can do it. And
I
you
expect
can't.
that for her.
Like, unfortunate double standard. I just said that.
She said that
Yeah.
to get into it.
It
Yeah.
happens,
Yes.
man. Get into my next topic.
Yo, but fellas, get sassy with them.
Word.
Fuck it.
Don't accept this bullshit.
Get
Don't accept this bullshit. If she don't text you for a day,
No.
don't text her ass back neither. Fuck you talking about,
that
man?
sassy man. Stop bowing
2023,
down.
we are putting an end to all
Sassy
the sassy
old-
nigga agendas.
If
No
they- if
sassy
they not
Sassy
owning
on
up-
2023.
If they're not holding up and taking accountability and not stepping up,
crazy.
telling you what they providing for you, fuck it. Move on to the
Sassy,
next one.
hashtag sassy apocalypse.
please.
I'm about to, what's that Uzi Vert? Body out here. I'm about to body out here.
Oh my god.
The sassy
I just
dance.
don't
We out here.
think.
So get into my next topic. It says, why do men struggle with leading? You know, we always hear I need a man that can lead and all this X, Y, Z. Why do you think men struggle with leading?
Pride,
Yes.
fear of
Pride.
rejection, fear of doing too much.
A lot of women in this generation are like alpha females, and I think that scares off a lot of men.
That shit sounds so unattractive.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, when I hear a woman describe herself as an alpha, it just sounds unattractive, and I wouldn't want to. It sounds like a
Word.
headache.
Wait,
and I wouldn't
A
why?
wanna-
headache is
You
crazy.
said scared. It just sounds like a turn off.
See, that's crazy because you say that, but if you had like a yes girl, I don't think you would like that.
I want a
either.
feminine woman. If you train as an alpha, that means you are exhibiting more of your masculine energy, and that's a turn off to
But
me.
why? But why
So
you go straight from alpha to yes girl? You know, there's a middle
Yeah,
area there. Like, you know what I mean?
That's true because I'm not an alpha,
Okay.
but I feel like
You speak
I'm
to
just
us.
So, are
looking
you a
at
yes
it
girl?
both
Yeah,
ways.
yes, girl.
Are you a yes girl? You a yes girl?
No, I feel like
I'm not. You know?
She had to think about that. She's like,
I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie. You,
Sometimes the niggas be like,
seem a little yesy over there. I ain't gonna lie. Like, yeah.
If
I
you're
don't know, I
dealing,
feel like I don't want.
It's tough. Nah,
I feel like I would not want no girl that doesn't say anything.
I'm not saying. I ain't gonna want a girl that don't say nothing. But I ain't got a problem with yes neither. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Of course not.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a problem with you saying. I think women associate like feminine as being shut up and do what anything a man says. I don't
could see
think.
that.
No, I'm saying that's what I think most women kind of associate femininity as, or submission as. Just I'm just going to shut up and do whatever a man says. Men are not asking for that. You know what I mean? What we're asking for is a feminine woman, and a lot of women nowadays want to leave so much in their masculine. I feel like every show we talk about a woman talking about why I'm masculine. I got to be masculine because a man
I'm
is this
alpha.
and that. I'm alpha.
No.
Like you can't be an alpha.
Word.
There can't be two alphas in a relationship, and I think that's why we're bumping heads. So this is why I think men are struggling to lead is because our women are not
A real
allowing us
alpha
to
gonna
lead.
lead.
How
Ain't no real
can
nigga
two
gonna
alphas
let-
lead? When you show
No,
me
'cause the
anywhere in the
man-
animal kingdom where the two alphas was in a relationship.
the thing
really
is,
not
if
gonna
you're,
Don't skip past that. I need the answer for that one. I ain't gonna hold you. Go ahead.
Show me anywhere in society where two alphas coexisted in a peaceful relationship.
What ecosystem is that?
Like I need some examples because I think it's so possible, and I'm trying to. I really want to hear some examples of it. Like,
Maybe the alpha female didn't meet the right alpha male.
What?
That's what I think because I don't feel like no man is gonna just.
just what?
like there's a lot of single alpha women out here.
Yeah.
And they single for a reason because they unpleasant and they're just unpleasant to be around. And alpha men, they're
don't
not
think
gonna
unpleasant.
They're not gonna be attracted to that. Like
So I think what it is if you're if you're a man and you feel that the woman that you're dating or talking to is not submissive enough or she doesn't show her feminine side enough, it's kind of on the man, because I feel like a woman will let down that guard if she feels safe around that man. And I'm speaking for personal experience. Like, I know that I have a very masculine side and I have a very, very soft and feminine side. And I have seen in relationships when it has came out and when it has not. And it's because I felt safe. I felt protected. I felt loved, I felt secure, and that's when I was able to be more feminine and be more submissive. And I've dealt with people that, like, it was more of like a masculine energy.
So is it fair for a man to say, I would provide, protect, and do everything for you if you made me feel like you were feminine? You know, it wouldn't never happen if we held back.
Men can never lead in their femininity until they meet the right woman that can make them masculine. So I don't know why the roles are so flipped on a reverse. I'm in my masculinity until I can meet a man that can make me feminine. It just sounds crazy to me. Like,
I think it's all about finding the right chemistry with someone, and I think it's not going to happen with every person you date. Like, some people click and some people don't. Some people it's going to work and some people it's not. And I think that has a lot, like, I feel like what we're talking about does have a lot to do with chemistry also.
But I think you're not getting it, because we don't want you to be weak. We want you guys to be strong. You know what I'm saying? But we want you to be strong and lead in your femininity. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're not saying to put your guards down. You don't gotta fucking trust us on the first day or whatever. We have to earn certain things from you guys.
100%.
You get what I'm saying? But for you to say you're alpha and you're proving to us that you're strong, of course we don't want no weak woman. So we're gonna respect you as a strong woman, but you gotta lead that with femininity.
And that's fair, but I feel like that happens once that woman can see that this man is showing up for me.
No, but that's the flaw, leading your femininity, right? And then eventually you can feel comfortable to give him a part of your soft side, but that your femininity got to be like your
that's what's going to attract y'all to the right man in the first
But I think
place,
the fear is that you get taken advantage of when you lead with femininity. That's the
100%.
That's the problem.
And that's a fear.
Everybody has that fear. Just like a guy that does everything a woman said, he has a fear of being played, manipulated, living with gold diggers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
come on.
I don't understand why women look at femininity as a weakness. That's the issue.
It's a power.
You saying that you can't accomplish what you want to accomplish if you're being feminine, basically.
Because men take advantage of it sometimes.
So it's a weakness.
Okay.
Because
I guess a weakness.
Because it's like I think it's because we've been conditioned to feel like it's a weakness.
No, it's only one specific ethnic group of women, because these other women ain't over here talking about how masculine they are. We gonna talk about that. We is gonna talk about that.
So here's the thing.
They get mad when black men is going out and dating these other races. They lead them with their femininity. I tell you that.
But here's the thing. Black men expect black women to bring everything to the table, and that is not asked from other ethnicities.
No, we do not.
Black men expect black women to bring everything to the table?
But when it comes to other ethnicities, that's not the same.
It's not even that they expect us to bring everything to the table.
If you acting like a man, what do men do?
No, it's
bring
not
everything
that.
to the table. So if you want to act like that, so what you got to bring to the table, right?
Great point.
But I feel like, okay, so I'm
going
going
to
to
say yes women. That's all it is. They want women to say yes
we
all the
said
time.
we want you guys to be strong.
The black men want the yes women.
We even want you to have some.
And this is why there's such a disconnect, because
when I just said to her, you go alpha to straight to yes. Here she go. They just want yes women now. We don't want alpha, so we just want yes women.
There's no compromise.
There's no. All right, cool.
And y'all want us to say yes, because by us saying no.
So
I think the solution is show up for each other. Show up for each other,
Yes.
and then you'll see that someone can
But
start.
if you lead with your femininity, you will get men that's showing up for you.
But now, but that's the thing. Not
Are you
only,
a woman? How you know?
I'm a fucking. Hold on. Yo, I know, because what I'm attracted to is feminine women, and I'm a man that's gonna show up for a woman. So I know what I'm looking for. That's why I'm telling you. If you act like that, that's what you're gonna get.
And not only do we have the only ethnic group that also have been preaching for the last 20 to 30 years how much they're strong and independent and don't need a man. So now that y'all want to parade how much y'all don't need a man, those men are going to go and find women that not need them but want to be around them.
She had a question for you.
What's going on?
No. Keep
Go
going.
ahead, say it out
I
loud.
was saying, who's y'all?
The alphas
Keep putting everybody in.
that they talk about.
The women that want to be alphas.
You're not
though,
alpha. You
you know
can
what I'm
sit there.
I have a question, but
Sit and be
I have a
cute.
question for y'all. So, what does a woman leading with femininity look like to y'all? Like, what?
And that's another issue.
Okay,
The
what does
fact
that look
y'all
like?
don't understand. Y'all don't even know what femininity is. Y'all questioning men. Y'all asking men what
Y'all
is
asking
femininity.
men what's a woman.
Y'all should know what femininity
No.
is.
Everyone
If
has
it's so
different-
natural.
Perspective. Perspective is everything, and I just want to know what y'all's perspective is. Like,
What
what does
y'all
that
want?
look like? You know, because we are women, so we know how to be women. So, what do y'all?
Do
it's like,
y'all?
Yes.
yeah.
Y'all talk about masculinity too much to talk about we know how to be women. Like,
Okay, but what does being a woman look like to y'all men? Like, that's where I'm so confused. Like, it's like there's a stereotype for races and there is a stereotype for genders too. So what does it look like for women being women?
It's a presence. It's an attitude. It's a movement. It's just a woman, bro. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you. Like,
Because
you just know
y'all-
when you see it. Like,
y'all know exactly what a masculine man is. Y'all can picture that in your head. Y'all know what a masculine man is.
Or alpha woman.
Oh, well, right, same thing. So y'all
That's
know
a fact.
exactly
That's a whole
y'all know
fact.
in society we know exactly what a masculine man is. But for some reason when we talk about femininity, now we start to question what is femininity and how do I become feminine, and like, you know what I mean? So it's like when men are saying like, yo, we want more feminine women.
But you still haven't answered the question.
Pleasant, easy to talk to,
Okay, there we go.
communicative,
Nurturing, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Inspirational, like all of those things like are qualities of a feminine
But
woman.
alpha
You
women
can't be
got
that and
too.
still be an alpha woman.
Right, because that's
Yeah,
what I'm
because
so
y'all
lost.
Alpha
Y'all
women
lead-
would got that too.
No, because
You can't be that
part
and
of being an
still-
alpha is embracing and your masculine energy more than you are your feminine energy.
Or better yet, what's your definition of an alpha woman?
Someone who can take care of her own shit, but can also take care of the people around her, take care of the people that she loves, make sure that the people around her feel love, whether that's her boyfriend, husband, children, cousin, uncle, sister, brother, like
You
community,
said
like
feel love. That sounds like something that femininity exists. The
sounds
whole
like
point,
love.
the presence of love and feeling love and being loving. That's
I don't think an
feminine
alpha
energy,
woman
like-
cannot be a loving woman at
Yeah,
the same
that's why
time.
I'm confused,
Strong,
like-
independent,
All right,
What's your definition
a
of
strong,
alpha?
independent woman.
I got a question for you guys, right? So, like, is it the fact that you guys want to use the word alpha and you're describing a feminine woman? Or because it has to be superior or match up to what a man is? Does it make you guys feel more
y'all-
comfortable
Yeah, y'all
to
using
match
the
up with a
term
man?
alpha and comparing it to men.
So I'm gonna just say this for myself. Some might say that I'm an alpha woman, but I don't call myself an alpha woman. I'm a Renaissance woman. I'll say that, but I won't say alpha woman, like, and that's straight like that. Because first of all, it's not that I don't like the term, but for me, Renaissance woman more so covers everything that I feel like I'm about. A Renaissance woman is someone that can wear all these different hats and still be able to lead with being a woman and still take care of her business and still be pleasant and can be a good communicator and can, like, all of those things.
so who calls you an alpha woman?
People that know me.
Women, men? Who?
Yes, both.
Both?
People that know me and
And
know
why you think they call you?
because I take care of my shit and I could wear different hats and I could make sure I also take care of the people around me.
I don't think that's like you said.
Yeah.
You said you was a Renaissance woman.
Renaissance.
Okay, all right. Yeah, because I don't think that's an alpha. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think that's considered an alpha. You know, like you said, maybe that's a Renaissance woman. I don't even know what that is. That's not like some
Yeah,
evil shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Renaissance
Evil
woman,
is crazy.
Like-
yeah.
I don't mind being a powerful woman. I don't mind being in charge. I don't mind being,
Do you think men have a problem with a
I
woman
think
with
some.
those qualities?
I think I have come across some men that are intimidated by it, of course, because I've been in relationships where it's changed once. I don't need you for anything anymore.
But nobody wants to know that they're not needed for anything.
But
We all-
Here's the thing, but here's the thing.
That dynamic's like
yeah, it is.
That
But
dynamic
it's
is
Yeah,
toxic.
like
Right.
You know what
men,
I'm saying? Like-
I mean, when we say that, wouldn't you feel disrespected and disgusted to be around that person after a while?
But I think it's the situations change and someone's always going to need, like, you're always going to need your person.
But if you have the mentality to feel and think that you don't need them, and to say it.
Imagine you in a relationship with a guy and he's telling you, I don't need you all the time. How does one make you feel?
I did not say that the right way. Right.
It's not a stretch, but that's what men are hearing
Yeah,
from
we
women.
hear that a lot.
And we're like, okay, well, we don't need you. Okay, well, we're going to go somewhere where we're not needed, but we want, like I said, women want to be around us. So you get what I'm saying? We're going to go where we're, celebrated and not tolerated. And when you say I don't need a man, it sounds like, and when you have a man, it sounds like you're just tolerating him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so you're going to treat him a certain way. And that's what makes for the headbutting and then the sassy behavior.
But why can't men appreciate women that might have a more dominant side?
I don't think that's a problem if you guys communicate. You can't belittle me with you having a higher success rate or whatever the case may be, with you having more financial success or you having a better head on your shoulder. Mm-hmm. You can't look at me as your lower level person. You get what I'm saying?
Well, two people like that shouldn't be together anyway.
I don't think that's the case.
But that's where it's coming from, and that's what men are expressing, and then it comes off as sassy.
Well, that's an issue that people like. I'm sorry, but for me, it's just like, and I was just raised like this. Like, I'm not going to be around. I was raised to not be around people that I was raised to make sure I'm around people that are on the same level as me or are above me, so I know what I need to work towards. But if I'm surrounded by people that are, and I don't want to say below me, if I'm surrounded by people that are maybe not where I'm at or doing not what I'm doing, then that's going to always cause tension in friendships, everything.
But that's also a flaw, because with femininity, you have empathy. You get what I'm saying? So, look, I'm just saying, right? Look, not saying that why can't you help this man get to a higher level or whatever. If you clearly saying that with you at a higher level, you're looking down. If he's not at that level or higher, you're already looking down at him. So you shouldn't even be talking to him.
Regardless of how he treats you or like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's
and I don't want to just, because oftentimes we have this conversation, we try to put women on this pedestal, like, oh, men are some bum ass niggas and they taking it. Like, no, I'm not even trying to paint that narrative. What I am saying is sometimes these alpha women or these boss women, they can just be unpleasant to be in a relationship with. So it has nothing to do with, oh, he's intimidated by me. You're just unpleasant to be around, and he doesn't want to surround himself with that type of energy. That's what it comes down to.
Or you may not acknowledge how discomforting it could be for him.
Well, that's a certain woman.
Yeah,
that's a certain woman. Like, that's a certain
woman
person.
she described. She was raised. She said she was raised to be with people on her level or above her.
But she does not come off like such like an unpleasant person that you don't want to be around.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you feel like if people always have to be at your level or above you, when somebody does come across that you feel like you're better than or you're doing better than, it might be discomforting for them.
You wouldn't know. She keeps that same smile with everybody. You wouldn't know.
If she could,
her energy don't change.
No, how can you say that? How can you say that if you could acknowledge that you only talk to people that's on your level or above?
Or here's the thing, like sometimes you wouldn't be in those spaces with those people, so these conversations won't ever really happen.
But what if you are?
Okay, then we have a pleasant conversation, and if we connect over something else, then great. Now we've established a bond.
And then you acknowledge, oh shit, this motherfucker is really not on my level. I'm better than him.
No, that is not. No, it's like, but the thing is, I think you have to set appropriate expectations for everyone, and I think also don't lead someone on that you already know.
But never feel like you're better than them. And
so if you're not leading somebody on, you're dismissing them if they're not on your level or higher.
I don't know.
It's simple. Like, what you mean? Like, yo, you just say you're not fucking with nobody at this bar, man. If you
I think that's what it is. You can do. I think that's what it is. I think you can. I don't like to use the word dismissing. I don't like to use the word belittle. I think you can just be able to. You could be able to walk away from whatever connection and conversation, and it like those things don't have to be very like apparent. Like, I'm not belittling you, I'm not dismissing you. We're just
you letting me down easy, basically.
No, it's just that we won't fit into each other's lives the way that one could wish.
One might want. So you letting me down easy.
Okay, sure. Okay, sure. Save the conversation.
For the sake of it, it's just running.
Oh my God.
But I think the moral of the story is that communication is key, and I think what's happening now is men are starting to communicate more, and women are in positions to hear men communicate more because I never heard men communicate, which is why these podcasts is like, oh, every guy got a podcast. Like, yeah, we niggas need an event because we've been having to hear women complain about niggas and how much niggas ain't shit. So now, all right, now y'all gotta listen to us. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
So what's happening is that, you know, the communication just needs to happen. So on the end, I'm pretty sure you heard things that we said that, you know, that you can probably would take into consideration, and we heard on your end what y'all said, and now we would take that into consideration. So now it's just about using that, you know, information productively. Like, you know what I mean? So get into my next topic. I want to talk about this phenomenon that's been happening with these passport bros and this divestor movement that's been going on. I don't know if y'all familiar with that whole situation.
Yeah, explain it more.
I think right now there's these passport bros, right? It's a YouTube thing, you can TikTok it. But what happened is men in America seem to be frustrated with the quality of women that they're getting in America. So they like, you know what?
Damn, I wonder why that is.
They're like, you know what? Let me go outside of America to find, you know, more suitable women to be wives. And then on the other end, on the other spectrum, we have the divestor movement, which is primarily black women who seems to either have given up on black men and primarily want to date mostly white men. But it's not black men, but they pretty much are trying to go after white men. But they, you know, they're expressing their frustrations with black men. So now they're like, all right, whatever. So, I mean, what do you think about those two communities? And, you know, what's your thoughts on that?
I think they both sound dumb.
What'd you say?
I said I think they both sound dumb.
Why do you think that?
Because I know people in London and they go through the same shit people out here go through with the girls and the boys. So it's like, I don't know why you would think women in America
in London is masculine too.
I'm gonna let you know, passport bros ain't flying from the U.S. to go to London.
Yeah, it's not. They're
So
going.
where is it?
They're going.
Like
They're
DR,
going.
Colombia.
Yeah,
Panama,
Africa. Shout out to Africa, man. Don't leave out
The
Africa.
women that want to come here.
Yeah.
Oh.
No
shade
An
on tea.
arranged thing.
Not a
not
arranged
arranged.
thing. There's
It's gonna be
nothing.
arranged when we
It's
get
the
over
yes
there.
women. It's the yes women.
Okay.
It's not the yes woman.
Oh my God!
'Cause she
It's
needs
the
you,
feminine
so-
women.
It's the feminine women.
The feminine women that value family. They going
It's the
after
yes
those
women that are
women.
going
But you
to
can
do
find that
anything.
here. How can you say that's not in
Clearly,
America?
women are not
How can
finding
we
it.
find women that value family when women are wanting to be? They want to go after chase their careers. They're not even. They want to go on
sorry, that's
vacation.
wrong. That's wrong.
That is not wrong.
I
You know what I'm saying?
I want a family, but I also want to be like a VP of a company. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, what's the problem?
What's more important to you?
Family, of course, but like, I also wish to be very successful with my husband, who's gonna also be very successful, and we're gonna raise our children, and they're gonna have two black, very successful ass parents, and we are gonna live a happy family life.
I'm gonna handle my career first because I need my career in order to support for my family. Because until like I have all that, I need to be comfortable with my family.
What family though? Like, because I think what happens is, and we have women on the show who actually regret pursuing a career because by the time they pursue their career, now they 35 plus, and now they regret the fact that they can't find those suitable men or those men that they once wanted. Those men want younger women, more fertile women, more beautiful women, and what happens is women are chasing their careers and then they become older, less fertile, and things of that nature. So what happens is men are going feeling like, okay, well, the first words out your mouth is, I want to pursue a career. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm going to go and find
So you
a
gonna
woman.
go to DR?
And a woman that values family and femininity. Like, you know
But
what
these
I mean?
are the same men that expect to go 50-50 on rent. That's where I'm confused. Like, it's like, that's where I'm confused. It's like, the conversations are very contradicting because it's like, you want a woman to, you don't feel that you need to take care of a woman, but you also don't want the woman to have her own career. Like, it's very contradicting. You see what I mean?
You started the convo talking about you don't just want pussy, whatever.
We don't
So you're
just
gonna go to
want
DR.
pussy.
Okay.
She can't work if you bring her out here.
No, but
she gonna just suck your dick and cook for you. I could do that too. I'm confused.
First of all, modern
Now
women
my
ain't
head
doing that.
is
Y'all
blown.
cooking in the microwave and y'all barely sucking dick good enough.
What you talking for?
Y'all not putting y'all neck into it. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Y'all not putting y'all neck into it.
That's the one that you talking to,
The
buddy.
number of women that you have came across might be the problem.
I just don't want everybody.
I think.
I feel
Cause
like
she gonna suck you for that green card and go to someone
and look,
else.
she also gonna be pleasant. She also gonna be wonderful.
Okay, she gonna go to somebody else.
English.
She don't like you.
See.
She just want to come here.
Listen,
There's no
Watch
English.
90
Look,
Day
I'm
Fiance.
not with the passport bros. I feel like I'm happy with the women I have here, you know, whatever the case may be, right? But I do understand why most men want to be
No,
going
it's
away
bullshit.
because modern women are not raised to be wives nowadays. They're raised to be independent and doing shit on their own.
Women want to be wives.
Right.
No,
We have women on this. Plenty of women on the show said they don't want to be a wife.
All right,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
we
we have
literally
interviewed hundreds of women. Like, you know what I'm
All
saying?
the way here talking about where's my husband? Like literally.
We were talking
You're
about
comparing
love.
2 women to the hundreds of women.
Okay, no,
that we
I
had
hear
on this
you.
Show. Like, you know, so I think when we have these conversations, we tend to look at the majority. It's easy to come and say
We're around a lot of women that want to be wives. Majority
Yeah.
women we know want to be wives.
You know what
But
I've
I
heard
don't-
though? A lot of people are scared. A lot of women are scared to get into marriages because of like the shit that comes with it.
How do you
Like,
think men feel?
Yeah.
Men lose
No,
more
okay,
men.
I
We
think
lose
men
more.
are very scared of that
Exactly.
commitment.
But
More than women.
Only in America they're scared because out of these other countries they going to get married.
Yeah, they
Well,
got,
that's different though. In a lot of countries, they get married younger.
We got multiple wives.
You
so
have multiple
when
wives,
your coochie done
yeah,
ran up,
see?
you got another.
See, and that's how y'all think. Sad.
Yeah.
oh
My apologies.
Jesus.
Niggas said my apologies. Like, you know what I'm
See?
saying? Like,
Multiple coochies.
So like again, I'm not really an advocate for passport bros. Like I love black women. I'm a married
Agreed.
black woman.
Period.
100%.
Whether she in America, or Africa, like
Love to hear it.
Caribbean, she gonna be black regardless of that. But I can understand where the frustration on the women's side and on the men's side resides with them not finding to them quality, partners, and then wanting to explore their options elsewhere. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
but I think it's a little different when we talk about the divestment movement.
Yeah, because I don't see
the
how to,
divestment because I look at them more as a hate group than anything.
Those
You know
are
what I'm
the women you're referring to
The
that
black-
go
the
like the
women
biracial?
women, the black women that
the biracial relationships.
are looking,
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
look at that more as a hate group.
I understand
only
that.
because
I'm
of
sorry.
the rhetoric that they speak. Like, you know what I
I
mean?
feel
do understand.
like I do not disagree with that movement because,
neither.
like, listen to what y'all have just been saying this whole entire time about your
He's not
perspective
okay.
on like black women and how black women can't be dominant. Black women have to be like. I feel like
we never say y'all couldn't be strong, independent, none of that stuff. We just said in a relationship you have to have some compromises.
But I feel like the black women that are in that movement are so tired of that. And they're like, all right, well, let me try somewhere else because clearly
Yes.
I'm not appreciated.
I
Like,
agree.
Who I am is not appreciated
Yes.
amongst the men that I want to be with. So I can't. So in order for me to
But y'all
find.
following the same.
No, it's like
No.
it's like
Hold on,
black
let's-
women want their love story too. Like black women want their fairy tale too, but black women now don't feel like they can get that with black men.
I agree.
Because of the rhetoric that black men have against black women.
Yes. We
See,
always
and
got
then I think the issue-
attitudes. It's always
The
something.
issue is y'all are going, and this is the only issue I have with that community. Number one, when I hear the Cynthia G's and she says, "Hey, I heard her say we should abort black male fetuses." Like, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
That's
That's
to me, it's-
crazy.
and there's women
That's
in the
crazy.
comments
Crazy.
agreeing with that. So when I
I
said, when I
love
talk about
black men.
divestment, it's usually on the extreme. It's like, damn, they want to exterminate all black men, which is crazy to me. So, but the issue I have with that is like, we all know white men are the most desired ethnic group of men in this country, right?
To who?
White men are the most. Let's be honest. With every other ethnic group, white men are the most, desired ethnic group, right? Even the data apps have shown and proved this, right?
Oh.
So
I just don't
what
think
happens is
PP
black
is
women understand that they have to compete for that white man, because if you guys can't even show y'all black men this type of submission and cooperation, the white men that are desired by the Asian women, the Hispanic women, every other ethnic group of women, y'all got to compete for those white men. But y'all have no problem competing for those white men. But when it comes to black men, y'all feel like we should just kiss our ass and accept all the bad behavior and everything. I've heard black women say that they had to tone down their blackness in order to be with a white man. That to me is
understand that.
crazy.
But white men fetishize black women the way that black men fetishize
Spanish women.
and I wasn't even going to be specific.
Sorry.
But the way that white men fetishize black women is the way that
But that's
black
not in
men
bulk.
fetishize every other group of women other than black women.
That's not in bulk. And then, first of all, black women have a problem when black men's fetishize because we saying, oh, we only value them for their bodies and this, that. So y'all want to be valued for your bodies. I'm just saying.
No.
So when somebody
That's not
fetishize
true.
That is
It
not
don't
true.
only be the bodies. They like the hair and all that other stuff.
They think that their
when we
kids
do it,
are
then
gonna
it's
be like
when black men do it to other
mixed
ethnic groups, then
and-
it's an issue because y'all saying we fetishizing those Hispanic women and this, that, and the third. But when white men do it to black women,
There's
which is
nothing
rare because
wrong
not
with them.
it's not enough
He
information.
see me as a queen.
Yeah, it's not enough information
Who
and data
said
out there
that,
to show
though?
that white men in masks are going and running after black women. There's not enough data.
They just got a little jungle fever. There's nothing wrong with that.
Some of them, not all of
And
them.
I don't
you know
like
what
that.
I'm
I
saying?
think it's
and
weird.
then y'all got no problem dating Billy that riding a city bike in Williamsburg, but when
That's
it's a
not
black
true.
man, he gotta have a BMW. Come on, bro.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact,
Billy got
remember,
money
we
in the
had
bank.
we had a podcast where a black woman said that she had a higher standard for black men than she did for white men.
But black men have this. That's the same.
No,
for
but what I'm
white
saying
men.
is, if the bar is
Black-
lower for these other ethnic groups of men, right? The entry of black women is lower for these ethnic groups of other men. Why is it so high for black men when y'all don't have that same bar for
we
these
are
white
both
men?
the problem.
Wait,
I literally
wait.
said
Y'all say y'all do
Wait,
that too
you
with
think
the
that black
also-
men have a higher bar for black women? Than
I
for
literally
other
said
women?
that
Yes,
10 minutes
y'all
ago.
do.
Yes,
Yes,
y'all
y'all
really
do.
do.
We are
Y'all
y'all do.
do.
I will agree
Yes,
to
we
that
are both
too.
the
We
problem.
just hold y'all to a standard and y'all upset that we
And we
Yeah.
just
And we
hold
hold
y'all
y'all
to
to
a
a
standard.
standard.
Y'all are
But
upset.
the problem is that y'all don't have that same standards for other group of men.
But y'all
We-
don't have
we
that
hold-
standard
we
for
do.
other
We
group
do.
of
No,
women.
No, no, listen. The problem.
Black
we
men's
hold-
standard is
confused.
femininity.
Yeah,
That's
we hold
across the
women to a
board.
standard.
The reason
A
that
standard.
the reason that we trying to date outside, not we, but men are trying to like certain black men are trying to date outside the race because they're looking for femininity. That's across the board. The reason that black women are dating outside the race is not because they're looking for masculinity. That's in the black community.
And I think
y'all
what-
looking for other things with wealth and money. Yeah, that's
But
materialistic shit.
I think when we're talking about the passport bros, the thing is, like, if you actually when you pay attention to the passport bros, like, they're getting women from like the DR, Colombia,
Yes.
the Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have
And- and
education, women that
But
that
you're missing,
need
you're
them.
missing one
Women
key
that need
women
them.
are raised to be wives. They learn
in
everything
these other
from,
communities,
from birth, damn near, from their father, from their mother, how to be a wife and how to support your man.
Women that need them.
that's it.
And that's the issue.
Women that
That's
need
the
them.
issue. It's not even women
Every-
that need them. It's women that treat them with respect.
So we don't.
Y'all know y'all don't.
No,
Stop.
look, you stop
Y'all know
yourself.
y'all
That's
don't.
not true. You saying y'all who you speaking
So
to?
right,
the
'cause
majority
I'm
of
just
black women do
saying.
not have
That's not
respect for
true.
black men.
Do the
We know
majority
this.
of black
Look at
men
that
have
white
respect
girl.
for black
Look at that
women?
white girl that just killed her black boyfriend.
Period. Right.
Period.
Talk
What?
about
I know
it.
plenty
I'm
of-
sure she
and
was
I-
sucking
and
his
time
dick
out,
and
time
saying
out.
yes.
What's the old girl in Massachusetts
confused.
that was dating that man on Tinder? There's a lot of white men killing black women on these dating apps.
That
and
wouldn't
it's
be
being
me, 'cause
swept
I
under the
ain't-
rug. And y'all still want to hold these high.
Who's y'all?
Black women still want to put these, and don't say y'all because when you speak about black men, you don't never say something. So don't go there, y'all.
I'm not dating no white man.
So what I'm saying is, when these white men are going on these dating apps because black women are so fetishizing white men and they're unaliving y'all and y'all find up missing, y'all sweep them. The media sweeps that shit right under the rug, and y'all still look at these white men. Even though white men in society have a history of colonization, terrorism, fucking domestic violence.
Yes,
white
and
men
you're
have
right.
a history of this, but black women are still going out their way to be with white men, which is crazy.
Because I'm
Nah.
trying to understand. I feel like this,
If I
we
dated
can't
a white
speak
man,
on
if
that.
I
pink
dated a
people,
white
I
man, he would
can't
have
do
to
it.
do it.
Racist.
Nah,
I
if
can't
I
do
dated a
it.
white man, he would have
I'm
to
not
be.
dating nobody that's
He
not
couldn't be
black.
American. If I dated a white man, he could not be American. He would have to be from Europe.
That's even
So
worse.
what's the difference between a black man saying
Europe is worse.
She would have to be from
Africa.
Dominican Republic or Africa.
Caribbean.
Well,
Like,
Dominicans
like,
are
what's the difference?
racist. They family gonna look at you up and
You said
down.
Dominicans are racist?
Yes.
Why you said that?
What are you? They burning Haitians right now. Like
Oh, shit,
What?
like,
Right.
yeah.
I mean,
Dominicans are racist.
they do got
a
some
lot of
racist
Hispanic. My
Dominicans.
father's
No, they do.
Hispanic, and his mother looked at my mother like hell no. Like, please.
It's racism all over the
Everywhere.
world.
I agree.
That's why I'd
It's all
rather
over.
deal with my own.
I mean, that's fair. Like, you know what
I mean, I respect
Cause y'all
that.
saying y'all. I feel like I can't.
yeah.
That's that Busta
I
Rhyme.
can't relate. I don't want no white man.
That's
Got
what.
Busta Rhyme on there.
We just speaking on the
Thank you,
majority, man. We
Yeah,
not,
so
we not asking everybody.
we just speaking on our experiences because, like I said, we have these conversations with women, and we're not saying that it's 100% facts, but the majority of women that we have spoken to have said we just had a live
And
stream.
they are fools.
We literally just had a live stream yesterday with a black woman who said that she has two baby fathers.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Baby
I
fathers,
think
one
so.
was Hispanic and one was white, and she said she preferred them because they were white, and she didn't want to have a dark a darker
See,
child.
those are people with insecurities.
That's a whole other conversation. A whole nother
There's black men like that too. You
No,
don't
I understand that.
Let's
but
talk
what I'm
about
saying
it,
is there's a kind of fetishization that's going on.
not
with,
fetishize. You got inner issues.
I mean,
That's the
that
problem.
is true.
You have a problem with being black.
Deep-seated issues.
That's
So you
it.
think dark-skinned men?
Self-hate.
Huh?
You think dark skin men?
Yes,
And
I love all
also
that
we
shit.
had multiple women on
I want
that
a chocolate
same
baby.
thing,
I
saying
want
it
a
was coming
black-
from their mothers, saying don't bring me no nappy-headed grandbaby.
But that's
So,
that's
I
a
mean,
different
so-
issue. That's what we're
different issue.
saying.
I think
You don't
like,
love yourself.
Yeah,
That is a different
It's
issue.
overall a deep-seated and deep-rooted issue.
And that's what I was gonna
across
say.
the
A lot of
board.
different races look at black people as an accessory. So that's another thing where people should be careful because you're dating a different race and they literally look at you like, oh, I have this black man, I have this black woman. And that's where it's like, yeah, I would never.
Yeah,
I would
absolutely.
never.
I would.
Yeah,
I remember
I
a white man came up to me and was like, oh my God, your teddy bear nose. And I was like, no
Oh,
way.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
It's a
no.
compliment when they do, but
Teddy bear
What are you
nose
talking
is
about? Who
crazy.
said it was a compliment? I was just
She
like, oh
definitely thinks that's a
no.
compliment.
No, not you.
Not you,
Yeah,
not you.
no. No, they look at us like an experiment.
I
get what
oh,
you're saying.
how you get your hair like
And before we
who
get off
wants to
this
date
topic-
Can I
someone like
touch
that?
it?
Yeah, who
Can I
wants to
touch it
date
kills
someone like
me.
that?
Before we get off this topic, I do want to say that when white men compliment black women on their natural beauty, it's he value
That is
me.
true.
But when black men do
No.
it, listen, hear me out. But when black
Where your
men
natural hair?
say natural,
Because you
you
want to
don't
laugh
come-
at it. Nah.
What the fuck? Like, y'all, some black
I'm talking
women.
about the white
like,
men
Let me
women.
rephrase that. Some black women will look at a compliment from a white man as more valuable than a compliment from a black man, and that's
No.
just the fact. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't.
I
you
would
know,
value it from
you
a
got to
black
bring
man,
girls
100%.
that like white men on this because it's like, I disagree with everything
Hey,
you're saying.
you know-
Yo, bring that lie
You never
detector
seen
on the
that,
show, man. We need that.
I've never had a
I'm not
white
gonna say I'm not gonna say I like white men, but would I be
wouldn't have-
opposed to dating
Yeah.
a white man? No.
But look, I
wouldn't be opposed to that at
and look,
all.
me as a black man, I would say I would never date a white woman.
And that's
Ever.
beautiful, and I
Good for
love
you.
that. for you.
Ever.
I love that for you.
But my
Yeah.
stance comes from
Love that for you.
being tired of black men shit.
I'm tired of. I be tired of some black women too. Like that don't mean I'm just gonna go
You're
get
not
a
that
white woman.
tired.
Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I am tired, but I'm not giving up on black women. That's my
Yeah.
issue, and I'm damn sure not settling for a Becky just because she a Becky. Like you know
And
what I'm
I
saying?
love
Like,
that.
Same.
I love that
Me
for you
too.
too. Stand on that. I love
don't
that for
care.
you.
But
I will
Look,
take a
we
white.
sassy. We sassy because we defending black women now
Who's
too. Look,
sassy?
We
one
sassy.
called
Put that Uzi back. Put that Uzi back on, y'all.
No one called you
Yeah, we got to
sassy
put
at
that in the video.
I'm just saying, I will take a white boy with a little razzle dazzle. Like I
Razzle
will.
dazzle.
I
Like,
couldn't.
you gotta have a little black. Y'all love the white boys that act like they black. Like, you know
No,
what I'm
because
saying?
that's
Like,
uncomfortable.
I got a little spunk, you know.
So y'all not saying we just spoke how we would still fight and be with black women. You think you guys were sincere when we approached you guys on that sentiment right there? Like
I actually
it was-
believed y'all.
No, I'm saying was your rebuttal sarcastic?
No. We were
No,
dead ass.
we were dead ass.
Because
No,
we
we
I
were
am
dead
so
ass.
happy
I'm
for you.
dead ass.
It
we
was-
were
that was
dead
dead
ass.
ass.
Because
I know black men that really just.
And I think sometimes it is
Yeah.
like geographical. I feel like, where we grew up, that's not the
Yeah.
case. And I feel like hearing black men saying they're never giving up on black women,
It's
that's
beautiful.
because
That is beautiful.
that's not something that
Where you grew up?
we live in North Jersey.
Yeah, we live in
Montclair.
We're from Montclair.
specifically.
Very
So
diverse.
it's very different.
Very
the vibes
dif-
are very different.
Yeah.
So we're used to seeing a lot of black
Biracial
men
couples.
in relationships with white girls, and we've been seeing that since we were in like middle school. So we're
It's-
just like, damn, like
Yeah.
we're always going to be on the chopping block. So it's very different. So we do when we hear stuff like that, it's like, oh my
That's
god,
really
like
All right, real quick before Eli switch. Yo, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think they was being sarcastic. Put a 1 in the motherfucking chat.
Listen, man, before we get out of here, I just want to ask y'all a question. And I feel like I know y'all answer, but I just want to ask this anyway. Would you rather have Instagram or a long-term boyfriend?
A long-term boy.
a long-term boyfriend. What?
No, because people are saying
Hold
Instagram.
on.
Look, somebody eyes getting watery.
She said Insta?
Mind you, gotta get rid of your Instagram.
Yeah,
or
no
have a
Instagram.
long-term boyfriend.
Like it gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Like
You gotta choose
I
one or
can't
the
get
other.
it back.
No,
Nope.
one or the other.
So how long we talking with this boyfriend?
It's a long-term
It is
boyfriend.
long-term girlfriend. It's forever.
So we're looking for marriage.
Yeah.
Damn.
y'all looking for.
I can go on Facebook.
He got a problem with social media.
Oh, I don't like that for him. But I mean,
What are you gonna do?
I guess I'm gonna pick my nigga.
I don't know. You think
she
it's
sound like she got a
too much
secret
about-
account.
She got defensive, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
But I want to know why
you
do men
did-
have problems with social media?
that is their problem.
I think men have an issue with social media because of men like exclusivity, right?
Okay.
So when we have a woman, we want to know that woman is ours. Like, and
But you know what's crazy? I know women that don't post, whatever, and they still go cheat on their nigga. So I don't get it. Like, why me posting a picture and being active on social media is a problem?
Women. You are exposing the
Any
women.
picture I want. No, not bra and panties. But
You
if
in
I
the
wanna,
bathing suit.
a bathing suit, what does that mean?
Okay, a real quick question too. Do you guys feel a way if a man like women with those type of photos?
No, it's just
Wait,
not
what do you
right.
mean?
If he's liking photos with girls with big booties and all this other stuff, y'all don't feel a way.
No.
It's normal.
No.
If he's commenting on it and it's like people that I know personally, then yeah, that's a conversation we need to have.
So if he's commenting on the
stranger.
photos,
You
with
doing too much.
Okay, so
Bernice Burgos, that shit.
Would you guys have pictures of you in bikinis and
Yes.
y'all butts and boobs out?
Yes, I do.
So y'all don't feel like that's disrespectful for that man to see that you're getting comment about your bodies and all this other stuff?
I mean, you have
That's
to.
the problem.
I mean, everything has to be in a tasteful way. Like, you could post your body and it could be
if
tasteful.
I can't comment, you can't show that ass.
But I don't. Okay, so I don't.
Okay, so
I personally don't show that.
We gotta get up out of here,
Oh,
man.
shit,
Like,
yeah.
we're about to cut off.
that should have been the first topic.
Okay. 4 minutes. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm somebody that posts my body, all right? I shake my ass, whatever. And if I
single?
see somebody that has a problem with it, I'm not gonna do it. But I just want to understand what's the problem.
So why would you have a problem if
You
I
are not my
comment on
father.
another shorty that's shaking her
Who
ass?
said that though? I don't have a problem. She said if she knows the girl, it's weird.
Yeah. Fact.
If I know the nigga that's commenting, it's weird.
Okay, so I'll turn off
But
my
you gotta
comments.
take that up with him then.
No, I'm taking it up with you. You giving him
Why?
access.
Why is it a problem? Y'all
Why?
insecure. No,
I'm
let me
insecure
stop.
because
No,
I don't.
it's-
So let me ask you.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. If your man was in fucking speedos, shirt off, all the time, oiled up, all the time,
Go
taking all
ahead.
these
Go
pictures, y'all be okay with
ahead.
that?
Why
That's
not?
me.
You think you look great?
That's
Go
me.
post it.
You
Let me
okay with
ask-
that?
I'm not gonna hold you.
The speedos
wait,
are
time
kind
out.
of crazy.
You hate that shit, right?
I'm not gonna hold you. I actually.
Thank you for being honest.
When men,
Thank you for being
there
honest.
have definitely been times
Because if
when
we
I'm
was thirst
like,
trapping, y'all wouldn't want it.
Why is it a thirst trap? Why can't I feel like I
love
look
that
good
shit.
and I want
Yeah,
to
my
post
nigga look
it? What
good.
is wrong with
You
y'all?
getting paid
That's
for your
me.
posts?
And
Why
Are you
do
a
I
mo-
want to get
are
paid?
you a model?
I
why
wanna
should men
show.
have
wait,
access
but
to see
here's
you
the
shake
thing.
your
Here's
ass?
the thing. Here's the thing.
That's
But if she
me.
was posting that,
I'm out having fun. I want to shake my ass.
Shake your ass and keep it to yourself.
but my thing is,
The
she was,
fuck?
but the thing is, wait, but she was probably
Why
posting that
everybody
when you
gotta-
got with her, so you knew she was posting
Thank
that. So
you.
why get with her?
You
No, no,
want to hear what he told me? He
Hold
said
on.
it's because he said it wasn't a problem because I
No.
wanted to fuck you.
She was posting that.
Now I like you. It's a difference.
Listen, she was posting that as a single
What? She
woman.
was fucking single.
But you didn't after her posting that.
Yeah, because that shit is mine.
No.
Yo, wait. Y'all agree that there's single behavior and relationship behavior?
Yes.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Yeah, make
And on that note, man, we gonna get the fuck up out of
Yeah,
here.
put-
We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe, and ladies, let them know where they can follow y'all at again.
You go first because I have to spell
Simone
it.
Raquel _ on Instagram, Sim One of My Con on Twitter, and the Mix NJ if you want to pull up to one of my events.
Period. So Mrs. Hernandez 19 on Instagram, and I also work out and I train. So you can do Get Right with _ride.
Okay.
So yeah.
Body, yada.
Okay.
Do I have to spell my name?
No, we gonna be.
We gonna
Oh.
And Zinga 2_ Ramirez.
And go to her IG and let us know.
I hid all those pictures because he has a problem with it.
I just
so,
don't think, but yeah.
Okay,
There we go.
We appreciate y'all for
Cop the
having
merch.
us.
It's in the archive.
Yeah, cop the merch. Dailyrapupcrew.co, man. You know what I mean? And yeah.
It's archived.
Don't delete it. Archive it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So she can repo. Yeah,
Go on her gram, see her body, yada yada.